Hello, in this HTML crash course video, we are going to cover lists. There are two main types of lists in web development. There's a bulleted list, which is called an unordered list because it's not in any particular order necessarily. And then there's a ordered list, which is a numbered list, so 1 to 5, for example. What I'm going to do is remove this code that we've got already here. I'm going to remove most of it. I'm just going to leave this little bit of code so you can just see the difference between some plain text and a list. Now to start a list, you need to start what type of list you're doing. So if it's an unordered list, you do less than, UL, greater than, and then close the tag. We're definitely going to want this on a separate line because within here we have a list item. Can you guess what the tag for a list item is? It's the first letter of list and item, so it's LI. And inside here we put an item, so I'm going to put item 1. Just copy and paste this. Change this to 2, 3, and 4. Save that. I'll go back to my web browser, refresh, and as you can see we have a bulleted list of items. There honestly isn't much more to it than that for a unordered list. Let's do a ordered list. So if an unordered list is UL, what do you think an ordered list is? Come on, I'm sure you can guess it. Yep, you're right. It's OL. Let's just, and as usual, close the tag, and inside here the difference, well, there isn't any. We can just copy and paste these items because within it there's still a list item, but the beauty is in OL or UL. That is what distinguishes how it is displayed. So you might be looking at it, that looks fantastic, but what if I wanted to start this list at a different number? Because we're starting it at 1. Maybe I wanted to start here at 2, for example, or 0. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's start here at 0. So to do that, you have to add an attribute to your list. An attribute is something like a property that you modify of one of your tags. So to modify the property of an ordered list, you go within the tag. After you specify the name, you click space. Then you put the property that you want to affect. So I'm going to put start equals, put quotation marks in here, put the number that you want to start at. So 0, save that, refresh, and now as you can see, we start at 0. Fantastic. Are there any other attributes that we can change? Yes, we can. I'm going to remove this. You can put reversed. Reversed doesn't get assigned anything because if you have the reverse attribute present, then the numbering is reversed. If you don't, well, then it's in the normal order. So if I save that, refresh, as you can see 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's no longer 3, 2, 1, 0 because I've removed the starting attribute. So I'm going to remove this and show you the final attribute, which is type. So at the moment, we have it displayed as numbers. But maybe we want it displayed as letters. To do that, very, very simple. You just put capital A, save that, refresh, A, B, C, D. But what if I want the actual lettering to be lowercase? I would say you're being very fussy, but if you do, you can just change it to a lowercase a, refresh, and now it's A, B, C, D. And finally, we can even have Roman numerals, put capital I, refresh, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and lowercase I for a lowercase Roman numeral list. And the last thing we're going to show you is mixing and matching attributes. So you can have multiple attributes for a tag. So I've put type. If I want to put another attribute, you just put space, and I'm going to change this to start equals. I actually don't know, I've never done this, how to start at a different index before a Roman numeral. I don't know if I would actually put the number or whether I'll put the Roman numeral. I'm going to put II, which is 2, and see what happens. Refresh. That doesn't work. So clearly you must have to specify the number equivalent. So I've learned something new, you've learned something new. Fantastic. And you can even put reverse. So if I put reversed, actually I'm going to put 10 here, save that. So we got 10, 9, 8 and 7. Actually, I'm going to see what happens if I put 1,000. I don't know what's going to happen. Refresh. It's worked, but obviously you can't quite see all of it. Let's go back, change this to 100. Refresh, so we got 100, 99, 98 and 97. That's some pretty rad stuff right there. So that is it. There's not much more to lists in HTML than this. If you have any questions, feel free to post it on my education platform, sonarlearning.co.uk. I hope you enjoyed this video. There's a link in the description to the source code, so feel free to check that out. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.